Okay. Serious time, serious time. I don't know who I'm picking. I really don't know. I'm confused. Been listening to everyone else for all the videos that I've been making, the prediction videos, and I'm still on the fence. I think what I'll do, I'll analyze their strengths and weaknesses, and maybe by the end of this, I'll come to some sort of prediction. Okay, so what have we got here? So Fury, he's a younger man, 30 years old. Wilder's 33. Obviously been out the ring, for what, 2.5 year layoff after the Klitschko victory. Ballooned up in weight to something like, what was it, 28 stone, which is crazy for a professional athlete. Throughout this time, Wilder's remained active. He hasn't had loads of fights, but he's remained active. Fury's 27-0, 19 KOs. Wilder 40-0 with 39 KOs. The only KO he didn't get was when he won the belt when he fought Stivine, and that was a good fight. He almost got the KO in that fight. I think if the round lasted a few seconds longer, he would have got the victory. Looking back on Fury's best performance, that was against Klitschko, and what I liked what he did, he took away Klitschko's strengths. So this is what makes this fight so intriguing, is if he can turn up, because that's what it's all about, is which Tyson Fury turns up. If he turns up and performs how we know he can perform, even though he's crazy unpredictable, I think he can take Wilder off his game. Like, the way that he puts people out of position with his feints and his head movement, like, it's so, he doesn't fight in a rhythm, which a lot of boxers do. Everyone, you kind of get into a mode where you're moving, you set things up where everything he does is a bit like, it's not how you're taught to box. And Wilder, on the other hand, well, I don't know who taught him how to box, but he's got crazy power. He's so unorthodox as well. He doesn't really set things up right. The way he likes to box, keep like his jab hand here, it's all a bit, a bit awkward. Everyone says that he's wild, but he's not actually that wild when he's throwing his right hand. It's only once he hurts the person, he then jumps in, and that's when the windmills come, like everyone's hair's getting blown off. I think Fury should fight him southpaw. I think that's his best bet. Obviously, it takes away the big right hand. Obviously, where he's got a 2-inch reach advantage, where both jab hands are going to be close together, because obviously southpaw gets orthodox, he can gain the distance over his jab and just control the distance by keeping in there. When he does step in to throw his big right, he's going to have to travel a longer distance because he's as a southpaw, but then he could just step back, good footwork, come out of it. And yeah, I think that's his best bet. Because if you look at the last two southpaws that Wilder's fought, was it Spilka? That was back in 2016. First, like 3 rounds, even though Wilder was there, he was getting put out of position a lot. Like, there's loads of feints, loads of head movement, loads of energy from Spilka. And I think from about round 4, Wilder started to maybe find this range, like to take over, and he got caught. He got caught quite bad. And it's the same punch that Ortiz caught him with, where Wilder stepped in, thrown the jab, gone to throw the big right hand, and from the southpaw, the check hook, caught him right on the chin, and you see... He stepped back, he smiled this one off, but Spilka didn't really jump all over him, whereas Ortiz, when he caught him in the 7th round with that check right hook, literally, he's taken one on the head, as he's hit him at the same time. You saw Wilder's legs go, hit him with a big left after, and there just wasn't enough time. Like, Wilder done well to survive that round. He held on, like, he was all over the place. He took some bombs, but yeah, he survived the round. Let's not talk about what happened at the start of the 8th round, you know, giving him extra 10, 15 seconds to recover. But that's politics, because, you know, they want the big AJ fight. At the time, Fury wasn't really the fight that they were thinking about. It's the AJ fight, the money fight that they wanted. So, yeah, I think that's Fury's best shot. Let Wilder overcommit with the big right and turn him with the hook. Obviously, catch the shot, turn him with the hook, and yeah, he could potentially knock him out with that shot, because he'll get him going. But then again, on Wilder's strengths, Wilder's so fast, so athletic, and although a lot of times he gets himself out of position when he's throwing the right hand, usually he overreaches because he's felt his opponent with the jab and the right's coming in. He almost knows it's going to land, so he overreaches. And a lot of times when Fury backs up, how he's moving, he tends to work off reflexes, and I don't know how good his reflexes are going to be at the moment. So that right hand could land. And anyone that's boxed, they know that when you've been out the ring for a while, like I've been out the ring for a couple of years now. Even when like you've been at the gym for maybe a month, 2 months, when you go back to sparring, it's just not there straight away. You're getting caught with shots. Like you lose that killer instinct for the moment. Like you lose that zone where you can see the shots come in. All right, sparring, loads of sparring you can do will get you ready, but you need the match practice, as we say in football. You need to get in the ring. You need to be fighting under the lights. Yeah. So I don't know. It all depends what Fury turns up. That's why I'm so torn. I'm so torn. If I had to now put money on it, this is a hard one. It's like heart versus head. Obviously, the heart wants Fury to win. The head saying Wilder. I don't know. The 2 fights that Fury had, the first fight was a nothing fight. It was almost like when, you know, you get put in the ring with someone that's just started boxing and you're trying to, you know, just help them through the rounds just so that you don't break their confidence. And the second fight was just like a sparring match. It's almost, there's times when, like when you've just got back in the gym and you want to see how many rounds you can do. You do one, coach is like, oh, you done? You're like, no, I do another round. And that's what it kind of felt like. He was just doing the rounds, getting the rounds in the bag, so he wasn't really tested. And he's going against someone that believes in himself and is sharp. Sharpness could be the key here. Obviously, Fury's overcome like the biggest test that anyone can overcome in mental health. Especially now, like, everyone's so aware of the mental health issues amongst men especially. Like, a lot of men are speaking up now, so... Oh, anyway, I'm going off track. But, that's because I just don't know. I think the fight is going to be a cagey affair. Fury's going to come out. He's going to take the centre. He's going to get Wilder out of position when he steps in. You know, when Wilder goes back, he's not tight with his defence. He's kind of all over the place. But I don't think Fury's going to overcommit to trying to take him out. He's going to want to take it into the later rounds. And I hope he doesn't sit on the ropes and get a bit cocky. He's got to stay off the ropes because he's going to need that space to move back when Wilder's stepped in to throw his big shots. So he needs to keep it in the centre of the ring. So first couple of rounds, I think Fury's going to box him, moving around, be awkward. Going to be loads of trash talk, trying to get into his head. And it might end up being like the Ortiz fight where, you know, gains in confidence, where he starts to hold his position Wilder. And I think that counter right is just going to catch him. Like, probably around the 9th round, I think. I think 9th round, the pace of the fight is going to be probably a bit too much for Fury. Coming off this layoff. You know, you can do all the rounds in the gym, as I said, but actually being in there under the lights, under the pressure, I think Wilder's going to catch him in the 9th round. As long as he doesn't lose his head and go crazy, because obviously we can see Fury's got in his head already. As long as he doesn't go crazy and try and knock him out in the first few rounds, just let it go. Just keep composed, keep doing what you're doing. I think Wilder's got him, 9th round KO. That's my prediction. And I'm going to put money on it. Yeah, so Reekz Boxing. Follow me on Instagram. Reekz_boxing. Got a Facebook page as well, Reekz Boxing. Click subscribe on the video. Like the video if you do like it. Share the video. And yeah, I'll be back for the next big fight prediction. Actually, going to do a post-fight video, give you my thoughts on how I saw the fight going. And yeah, there we go.